Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on the Pacers Sports Network for tonight's men's soccer game. At this time, we are honoring former William Peace University men's soccer player Sean O'Driscoll with a moment of silence before tonight's matchup between your William Peace University Pacers and the defending USA South Conference champion, the North Carolina Wesleyan Battling Bishop. Thank you for joining us. My name is Graham Hill. I'll be on the call for tonight's game as we are coming to you live on the pitch from Wake Med Soccer Park here in Cary. Very treacherous conditions out here on the pitch, but play will go on, and we're very happy you can join us here on the Pacers Sports Network. And for those of you joining us, whether you're a fan of the Battling Bishops or you're joining in for your William Peace University Pacers, I ask that you bear with all of us here on the communications media department with pronunciations and rosters. Hard to get all of it together. Also hard to get this game underway with just the weather. So bear with all of us and just be appreciative that we are able to live stream this game and that this game has even taken place, as this will be the first game for the William Peace University Pacers. This past Tuesday, they had a scrimmage against in-town opponent right down the street from campus, Charlotte University, where the Pacers would finish in a 2-2 draw. Donnie Leahy, who's going to be at center field for the opening kickoff, scored both goals in that game. And he'll get ready for the whistle. And there it is, and we are underway here. The season opener for your William Peace University Pacers against the defending USA South Conference champions, the North Carolina Wesleyan Battling Bishops. Ball deflects out of bounds behind the Bishops. Or excuse me, behind the Pacers goal. As it's a corner kick coming up for NC Wesleyan. Number 0, Dylan Garbrandt, the junior goalkeeper, 5'9" from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Getting the start from Coach Hoover. There's the kick, it goes in, and Garbrandt's able to get a hand up to deflect that ball out of bounds. And that's going to stay with North Carolina Wesleyan. So they'll reset. As we'll prepare for 2 corner kicks are ready for the Bishops in this game. That one goes way over the box. It's going to go to the other side of the field. Now they're switch fields as Donnie Leahy is on the defensive side for the Pacers. And now to result in a throw-in coming up for the Bishops. And now a deflection's made. Now the Pacers are going to get their first offensive touch in tonight's game, but they're going to give it right back to the Battling Bishops at center field. Pass over to the left side. And that's just going to roll out of bounds. And now it's going to be a throw-in being made by Jonathan Miller, the Pacers. He'll throw in right in front of us where the intended target was Sam Luis. And the Bishops will take back control in this ball game. And that's just going to be a shot on goal, the first of the night for the Bishops. So it's going to go right into the hands of Garbrandt. He'll throw it out to the left side. Now the Pacers will try to reset and get some offense going, but once again the Battling Bishops are breathing right down the Pacers' neck. Pacers get it back at center field. Now trying to make something happen within the midfield. Switching the field. San Luis with it. Now whistle called here. Possession's going to go back to the Bishops. We thank you for joining us on the Pacers Sports Network. Graham Hill on the call, along with my trusted production crew out here on the pitch tonight. Wake Med Soccer Park here in Cary. Temperature of 35 degrees as the rain has lightened up just a little bit as Garbrandt gets ready for the goal kick. Header there by the Bishops. Possession is going to remain to the Bishops, and he's going to step out of bounds. So throw in coming up here for the Pacers. Miller throws it in. And now the Pacers moving backwards with it. This will be the left wing who sends it back up, but the Bishops take right back over. So close passing now going around, some one-touch passes. And now the Bishops will reset as the defensive backs will get their first touches of the night. Ball goes back into the midfield area right here in front of us. And they'll send it back. Back up to the midfield area. Now they're switching fields to the far side of us. Bishops resetting. Switching fields. Down the left side. One-on-one situation. Now a chip into the box. And Garbrandt will just take it and let his team reset. Directing traffic. Also do a handoff release style kick. Bishops with it. As I mentioned, apologies for lack of names that will be called out into tonight's game. It's hard to turn the paper here, and also it's hard to just use your fingers to their full extent with how cold it is. But anytime a goal is scored in tonight's contest, we have spotters here to give you the names of who it is that scored. But in the meantime, both teams are just going to have to be referred to by their respective names. But we will get you names of players who score goals here tonight as we have a stoppage in play. 38:56 remaining in this first half. Bishops with control, chip shot. This is the Pacers defender who heads it away. And now it's going to roll out of bounds on the far side. As the Bishops were racing to get the throw in, but a stoppage of play will stop their momentum. Now the throw-in resumes. So Bishop players loses his footing. And it's kind of surprising that you haven't seen that a lot so far in tonight's game with how slippery it is out there. As this isn't the normal field as number 7 of the Bishops. Giovini of the Bishops with a shot on goal, or excuse me, not a shot on goal, but a shot to the right side of the goal as it goes wide. Garbrandt with a kick. Play resumes. Still scoreless here. The Bishops, possession of the ball. And now a Bishop player will slip, go down to the ground. And I think as he fell to the ground, a handball was called, so that's going to give it to the Pacers. There'll be number 13, Miller, once again. Kicking it off for the Pacers. He's going to send that close to the top of the box, where the Pacers now are going to try to take control and get something going on offense, but they lose it. San Luis, though, battling for it. Possession's going to go back to the defenders, and it's going to be a goal kick coming up to send it back into play. Now Leahy on the far side of the pitch, trying to add some pressure. And the Bishops just send it downfield. A header sends the ball back into the direction of the Bishops' goal. But possession is going to stay with the Bishops in another stoppage of play. And it's going to be a foul going against William Peace. That's going to go against number 10, George Aguilar. 5'4" junior in the midfield position. Bishops with it on the left side. Trying to move play back into the midfield area, and a deflection comes up for the Pacers, and now they have it. Some quick passes happening as Archie Philiter, the junior captain, with the touch. Bishop still keeping the ball, and an aggressive play there made by the Pacer defender. As I believe that was number 8, Jose Garcia, who made that aggressive play to try and get the ball back into possession of the Pacers, but the Bishops controlling it once again. As now the Pacers will take over with it at midfield. A send-through pass attempted to try and push the offense into the box for an attack, but can't make anything of it. No deflection here, but the Bishops will regain. As Aguilar trying to come up with another deflection for the Pacers. The two freshman attackers tonight for the Pacers getting the start. Number 2, Donnie Leahy, who, as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, scored the only 2 goals for the Pacers in their 2-2 draw this past Tuesday against Shaw University, as the Bishops try to come up with an attack, but the defense of the Pacers send it back. And number 25, D.D. San Luis, are your attackers in tonight's contest for the Pacers. Good send-through pass through the midfield area for the Bishops, but the Pacers are able to stop the Bishops in their tracks, which they've been struggling with it a lot tonight. Getting the ball on the Bishops side of the field. And now they have it as Leahy on the far side of the pitch will send it back for his defender. And now Sam Luis, or excuse me, I think it was Aguilar on the far side that went down. Possession will remain with the Pacers. And they're actually going to be rewarded a free kick, it looks like. First free kick of the night for the Pacers. It goes right into the box. Leahy trying to get a head on it. Goalie for Westland is down. Sam Luis with it at the top. He's just going to launch and it's going to go over the net. And the first attempt that the Pacers get the ball inside the box, they get number 1, Torchillo of the Bishops off his feet. And the goal was empty there for a short second. Sam Luis just couldn't get control of his footing to put that shot on target. And the Bishops will get the ball back with a goal kick coming up. Ball in the midfield area. Both teams trying to scramble to see who's going to come up with possession, and the Bishops will. And now they're going to try to send the ball up quick. But the Pacers' defense is there. Sam Luis couldn't come up with it. but neither could the Bishops midfielder, and that ball is going to go out of play. Well, they're saying it's going to be last touch by San Luis, so the ball is going to stay with the Bishops, and now a challenge made there by the Pacers defender. Bishops with it. As the Pacers defense is scrambling, now they're sending the ball back downfield, right into the midfield circle where the Bishops will regain control. It's going to be a defender bringing it up, send the ball back to the offensive side, and now a send-through pass inside the box where a connection is trying to be made but can't come up with anything for the Bishops. Pacers will take back control. Aguilar with it. He'll try to send it to Leahy, but the Bishops defender is there now on the far side of the field going towards the corner. There's a breakaway for the Bishops, and that ball is going to go out of bounds, and now we'll see if they'll be rewarded a corner kick, and it looks like that's going to be the case. So the third corner kick of the night coming up for the Bishops. As the Bishops already have some reserves warming up. This North Carolina Westland team has about a total roster of about 50 players, but they're only allowed a certain number to travel to tonight's game. As the Bishops were not able to make anything happen with that previous corner kick, except keeping possession of the ball. Far side of the pitch now. The Bishops working, trying to get the ball inside the box. Can't do it. Pacers defense sends the ball back up top, and Donnie Leahy almost had a breakaway, but they're saying he stepped out of bounds as he tried to gain control of that ball. The Bishops will get it right back, and so far the story of this ball game, or this matchup, this contest, the Bishops have just done a good job of keeping the ball on their side, on the Pacers' defensive side of the pitch. William Peace had one good opportunity off a free kick that took the goalie off his legs as the players went towards the ball. But that's pretty much been it for the Pacers as far as any offensive opportunities or any shots really they've had so far in this ball game. But don't speak too soon as Sam Luis tried to turn, and he gets knocked down to his feet, and that's going to be a whistle called and a foul coming up against a Bishop defender. And so now a free kick coming up for the Pacers. Filter and Aguilar deciding who's going to take it. It's going to be Filter who takes it. Puts it right on the net, but he just sends it a little too high and it will go over. Goal kick coming up for the Bishops. $27:52 remaining in this first half. There's now two Pacer players trying to regain possession right here in front of us. Neither can. As the ball went off Miller. So the Bishops will be rewarded a throw in right here in front of us. Pacers are able to come up with it. Moving the ball back to the defense. Garbrandt will kick it out. High kick there. The Bishops are able to come up with it. Now it's cross pass for the Bishops as they try to send some attackers in to crash the goal, but couldn't come up with anything on the opportunity. Bishop's defense switching fields now to the far side as they'll bring the ball back into the midfield area. But the Pacers come up with a deflection, or try to at least. Westland will regain control. And a dangerous pass back for the Pacers as a Bishop's player was right on his heels and knocked him off his feet. And a foul given to the Bishops. Pacers will retake control. Garbrandt has been doing a lot of work so far in tonight's game. So we'll get the ball just outside the center field circle area. But the Bishops will retake control as they switch fields to the near side right here in front of us. Pass down the line. And the Bishops attacker couldn't hold on to it. So the Pacers will get the ball back. Throw-in's going to go to Sam Luis. He's just going to touch it off to the left side. As the Pacers try to give it back, the ball will come into the legs of a Bishop's attacker, but he's going to be called offsides. Bishop's defense with it. Bringing the ball upfield on the far side. Midfield passing taking place now. As they pass it back. Now they move it to the left side of the field. They'll send it back. Now switching to the right side of the field. And now they try to send the ball downfield, but a header from the Pacers defender prevents that. Pacers trying to reset. Get something going on an attack and possession. But they cannot. Bishops with it now. Pass to the right side. Now trying to send it inside the box. Good defending there by the Pacers. As they're able to draw a foul. And the Pacers will be rewarded a free kick. Substitution getting ready to be made here. For the Pacers. There's a free kick to the midfield area. Pacers can't gain possession of it. Now the Pacers defense gets it. But they give it right back up to the Bishops. First meeting between these two teams. Opening regular season and conference game for the Pacers. Bishops still in control of the possession as they'll finally just take a shot. That's going to go behind Garbrandt. And a goal kick will come up. As number 18, Kofi Apiaje, the sophomore forward from Durham, North Carolina, will check in. Number 25, Didi Sam Luis will check out. And now Apiaje with it. He'll pass it off. And now Pacer player down. Back up on his feet. Foul called against Westland with 21:38 remaining here in the first half. Still scoreless. Both teams just trying to break the goose egg on the scoreboard. As Aguilar will take the free kick. Great contact there as he got that inside the box, and I think a Pacer attacker was able to get a head on it, but it goes to the right side. And I believe possession is going to remain with the Pacers as a corner kick is going to be rewarded to them. So the Pacers' first corner kick coming up for the night. Let's see if they can make anything of it. 20:45 remaining here in the first half. Corner kick coming up for the Pacers from the right side of the goal. Sends it in, and a Bishop defender gets a head on it to knock it back out behind the goal. So another corner kick coming up for the Pacers. Right side of the goal once again. See if the Pacers can go 1 for 2 here on this upcoming corner kick. It's now I believe a stoppage of play I thought was being made here, as there's a Bishop player coming over to the left side to talk things over with his coach. Looks like he's having some sort of knee guard issue. Play gets ready to resume here. Corner kick. Still waiting to be taken by the Pacers. $18:30 remain this first half. It's taking a while for this corner kick to take place for the Pacers. But the whistle's blown. There's the kick. Line drive towards the right side goalpost where it will be knocked out of bounds by a Bishop defender. And once again, the Pacers will get the ball back for another corner. This time they just speed up the process with just a pass in. As Aguilar tried to come up with it. Couldn't make anything happen. The Bishops get the ball back out towards the midfield area. Pacers defense will send it back in. Garcia gives it back to Miller. Miller tried to send it in, and it was deflected out of bounds by the Bishop. He'll throw it in now to a PJ. PJ loses it. Pacers try to regain possession as Aguilar went sliding for that. Contact made. Now the Bishops try to hurry up the attack. And the officials will call it back. So possession will remain with the Bishops. So I believe they just did not allow enough time for the free kick to be set. Now the Bishops from the right side switching field to the left. Aguilar Trying to bring the ball back out for the Pacers. Couldn't do so. On the other end, Miller on the defensive side couldn't gain control of the ball. So he tried to send it back upfield. Now the ball is going to stay in possession of the Bishops. As number 7, Giovina comes in for the Bishops. Senior midfielder. Pacer player goes down. Foul called against the Bishops. Seems like a lot of time. The only way that the Pacers have been able to get possession back have just been through free kicks that have been rewarded all fouls. Aguilar with it. Trying to set up the attack. Pass made to Miller to the right side. Miller will send it on through to a Piaget. Piaget loses it. Bishops come up with it. Sent through pass. One-on-one situation between the Bishops and the Pacers. Moving over to the left side now, crashing in. As a Pacer defender, Miller just tried to just knock him out of bounds. Couldn't do so. Bishops tried to set up a header, but instead it goes out towards the left side. That was last touch by the Pacers. So a corner kick coming up. It will be Giovanni, the fresh legs who just checked in for the Bishops, taking the corner kick. This wet, cold first half and scoreless half almost concludes. But the Bishops have a chance to change that as a shot was taken by Gonzalez, number 11 for the Bishop, freshman forward. But he sends it behind the goalpost. And another goal kick coming up for Garbrandt. Pacers with it. As a Piaget saves that ball from going out. But it goes right back to the direction of the Bishops, who are now on the attack. As a Bishops player just got leveled out of play. Aguilar with it. He'll switch sides. Far side of the field. And the pass gives it right back to the Bishops. Now Leahy coming up for a mini attack. And the ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Bishops. Deflection made there by the Pacers. Now the Pacers have some numbers as a sent-through pass is intended for Leahy, who couldn't get it. Bishops come back up with control. Switching fields now to the near side. Good sent-through pass to the midfield area. And off the one-touch pass, the Bishop player sends it out of bounds. And now number 22, sophomore midfielder Peter Darden will check in for number 2, Donnie Leahy. Bishops with control. Miller tries to send it back to the midfield area. Bishops come up with it. The Pacers have just struggled to get anything going with their midfield style of play, which I think is going to be their strong suit this season. Give credit to the defenders, though, for as much pressure that's been applied so far by the Bishops attack, for staying focused and staying with it and just trying to push the ball downfield to allow the Pacers to try and get something going on the attack. But every time the Pacers try to get a touch or try to gain possession near the boundaries of the field, they can't do so. And that allows for the Bishops to regain control of the play, just like we're seeing right here. PAJ on the attack, or on the defense rather. Couldn't get the ball. But Philiter is able to. He'll switch fields. Far side now. Moving the ball back into the midfield area. They'll send it back. Bishop's almost come up with it. But Philiter sends it into the midfield area for Aguilar. Aguilar passes it back to Miller. Miller passes it to Dordan. Number 4 of the Pacers. Whistle called here. Foul going against the Pacers. Possession goes back to the Bishops. 2 defenders right now in the backfield for the Bishops, as they've not really had to work a lot so far in this contest. The Pacers have had 3 corner kicks. 1 really good attempt that they almost had to score off a header. Now the Pacers have an opportunity here. Philiter working on the right side, looking for a man. He'll play around with it for a little bit. Tries to crash the post. And it's deflected out of bounds by the Bishops defense. So another corner coming up for the Pacers. 4th one of the night. With 9:20 remaining here in this first half. Still scoreless. And excuse me, it's actually going to be a goal kick given to the Bishops. The Bishops prepare to kick things off here. Torchillo sends it to the midfield area. Pacers come up with it. And a whistle's blown. As a foul's called against the Bishops. As number 26, sophomore defender Rush Campbell try to come up with it. But now Philiter is going to take the free kick. 2 defenders on either side of Philiter. 1 defender comes up. Boy, it's going to be a send-in coming up here, it looks like, for the Pacers. There's the kick. Just at the top of the box. Bishop defender gets a head on it. Moves the ball to the right side. Trying to push the ball back downfield. Philiter's there to receive it, and he's knocked down. And now another foul coming up against NC Westland. Now the Pacers, for this first time in this ball game, having a timely offensive possession here. Part of it coming due to fouls being called against NC Westland. But the Pacers try to work with it as Aguilar off the free kick. Sends it to about the top of the box. The ball's now on the left side of the field. Bishops come up with it. Send it through. As they're starting to get some space as the ball is going down the right side of the field. Both a Bishop attacker and a Pacer defender come down. And the ball goes out of play. Pacers defense trying to get the ball off their side of the field. So we have another substitution for the Pacers. It's going to be freshman defender number 30, Josiah Corona, coming in. Play resumes. Bishop's with it. They'll send it back. That's towards Tio. We'll kick it away. Ball goes out of play. Just about 5 minutes remain here in this first half. As now Corona came down for the attack. Couldn't get anything set up. The PJ trying to apply some pressure. And the Bishop defender kicks it out, so the ball comes right back to the Pacers. Aguilar gives it back to Miller. Miller who tries to send it in. Filater with it. Switches field now. To Cios. Trying to set something up there, couldn't. Pacers struggling to keep the ball. As Bill will send it back to Garbrandt. Pacers trying to keep it, can't do so. Bishop switch field right here in front of us. Corona squaring up with the attacker. Bishops will send it back. Midfield area. Trying to get something going here. Right in front of us. Some one-touch passes going on now, trying to send the ball downfield. And it'll be number 26, Campbell, who kicks it out for the Pacers. Bishops get it back. Bishop's still working with it. Pacers now are able to steal the ball. As Aguilar tries to send something. He's now looking for Dornan. Dornan's trying to race to the ball. And can't get there as the Bishops will send it back towards the Pacers' defensive side of the field. Switch fields to the near side right in front of us. Go-ahead pass made there by the Bishops. One-on-one situation now for an attacker and defender. Bishop attacker can't see anything that he likes, and the Pacers end up coming with a deflection. They can't clear it. Bishops keep it. Pacers applying pressure. Bishops keeping control. Thought a handball should have been called there. The Bishops did. No signal by the official. Bishops keep it. Send it back. Pass to the left side right in front of us at the midfield area. Go-ahead pass attempted there by the Bishops. And Miller will just kick it out of bounds. Bishops still keeping it. Trying to find some lanes to work through. Nice touches there by the Bishops. And number 8, Garcia of the Pacers defense with a good move there. A lot of contact, no call there by the officials. They let them play on. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Still scoreless here between the Bishops and the Pacers. Bishops now working down the near side as they cross it and send it into the box, and Garbrandt is able to stop anything from pursuing there. Pacers get it back. Corona sends it to Aguilar. Aguilar passes it back to Miller. Miller to Aguilar. Aguilar tries to go to Corona. It's deflected out of bounds. Throw will be rewarded to the Pacers. As it's going to be Miller who's going to take the throw in. Just to the left of us. He'll throw it into Corona. Corona settles the ball. Tries to keep it in play, which he does. And he goes down hard. Foul given to NC Westland. The official tells him to watch himself. He's getting a little aggressive too there, getting a little too aggressive on that contact. Aguilar will take the free kick right in front of us. Sees what he has to work in. He'll send a line drive to the goal area where it's going to be deflected to the right side. Throw is going to be given to the Pacers. They get inside the box. Passes back out to the right side. And an offside given to the Pacers. My apologies earlier when I said there was 1 minute remaining in this first half. 2:20 the remaining time in this ball game. As our monitor up here is a little delayed, so we still get a little time left to play off in this first half, along with extra time that's been given, and there should be a lot of it. The far side now, Bishop's working the ball, trying to create some space. Bishop's trying to come up with something, as now Philiter just try to get a foot in there to stop the passing that was being made by the Bishops, but they still keep control. Now more moving towards the corner area where they try to send it in, but a good deflection made there by the defender. But a corner kick's going to be given to the Bishops.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
And now 1 minute officially remaining in this first half. Corner kick coming up here for the Bishops. There it is. And it's just going to be a in-touch pass made. Bishops can't come up with anything. Garbrandt gains possession of the ball. The Pacers might have just a last little bit of attack attempt coming up here to close out this first half. Aguilar, center field area, he'll pass it back to Miller. Miller will give it back to Aguilar in the midfield area. Aguilar passes off to Corona. Corona now in Bishop territory. He's moving in towards the middle. He'll pass off to the right side to Apiaje. Apiaje tries to send it in. Can't get anything to go. Pacers still have a chance here. Philiter sends it off to the left side. And the Pacers cannot get it inside the box. And that closes out this first half with no extra time given, as it's been a cold and rainy one and a head-to-head battle between these two teams. As we've reached halftime here at Wakemead Park here in Cary. Still scores between the North Carolina Westland Battling Bishops and York William Peace University Pacers. We'll take a break here for halftime coverage. You're listening to the Pacers Sports Network. Welcome back on the Pacers Sports Network. Graham Hill coming to you live from Wake Med Soccer Park here in Cary. Second half action begins to resume here between the North Carolina Wesleyan Battling Bishops and your William Peace University Pacers. 0-0, your halftime score here, both teams. Couldn't get anything to go in for that first half. And really, a lot of that first half possession was just being gained by both teams due to fouls, throw-ins, and free kicks. Pacers have only had one really good opportunity to score a goal here, and that came around the midpoint of that first half, off a free kick to send the ball into the box. That took the Bishops' goalie off his legs and allowed the goal to be empty there, but Pacers just couldn't come up with an opportunity. Battling Bishops had a couple of shots on goal, nothing too worrying for the Pacers defense, but they certainly gained possession, or most of the possession of that first half. At least that's what it felt like. But new half to start this ball game. Still cold, but the rain has ceased out here at Wake Med Park, which is good. 0-0 between the defending USA South Conference champions, the Battling Bishops, and your William Peace Pacers. As the Bishops were on the attack, slide tackle was made by Corona, and a free kick's going to be rewarded, or excuse me, a corner kick's going to be rewarded to the Bishops. So the Bishops will take the corner from the left side. There's the kick. No one gets to it. Now the Pacers defense trying to clear it out. Bishop keeping it in the zone. Now Garbrandt comes up with it. He'll roll it to the right side to Miller. Miller will pass it to Corona. Corona back to Miller. Miller will now try to get it into the midfield area. Fails to do so. Ball gets sent back into the Pacers zone. And the Pacers defense will just kick it off. A Bishop attacker. And they'll get the ball back. Bishop's defenders with it. Right here in front of us. Great job there by the Bishop, keeping that ball in play. And now a foul called against Wesleyan. As they racked up quite a bit of fouls in that first half. And if you're the Pacers, you hope that story continues here in this second half, so it can allow you more offensive possessions, more attack opportunities, which could lead to a score here and a chance to finally break this scoreless game. Leahy with it. Right at the out-of-bounds line. Left side towards the corner. Still battling for it, and it's finally taken out of bounds by a Bishop defender. Ball will remain with the Pacers. Aguilar will throw it into Leahy. Leahy will give it right back. Bishop's defense kicks it out once again. They're going to say it went off Aguilar. So the Bishop will get it back. Now Aguilar's going to challenge for it. He does. Pacers attack, trying to come up where they can't do so. Bishop send the ball back to the midfield area. Header by Campbell goes to the right side. Pacers try to push the ball into the Bishop zone. Bishops had to kick it out of bounds. Pacers off the throw-in. Philiter with it. He'll pass to Aguilar. Aguilar back to Philiter right at the center circle. He'll move over to the right side. He'll kick it back to Campbell. Campbell will pass it up to where he makes contact with Lopez. Lopez with it. He goes down. No call given there by the official. Bishop's now on the attack. Two Pacer defensemen tracking the ball down, coming up with it. And now they'll just kick it out along the far sideline. Bishops now will work it off the throw-in at the top of the box. Good defensive stop made there. Aguilar sends it back, Aguilar sends it back downfield. With nobody there for the Pacers offense to capitalize on the opposition. And now it's Lopez who has crimped through the Bishops defense. Leahy with it. Pacer had the ball inside the box. Bishops were able to get it out. Philiter though keeps it in the Bishop zone. Taylor trying to work it. And now it's Aguilar right in front of us who challenges the attacker. Or the midfielder, I should say. The Bishops will keep it on a throw-in. As they'll try to send it in. They can't do so. Philiter, the Pacer, keeps it. Aguilar goes down. Now Bishop player goes down. Bishop's now on the attack. Stops made by the Pacers. They come back up with control. Philiter trying to sit it down the left far side. Great effort there by Leahy to keep it in, and he does. He'll just drop it off to Lopez. Lopez will give it to Aguilar. Aguilar pass to the right side to Corona. Corona trying to be bodied by a defender. He actually sends the defender down. Corona tries to send it in. Can't get anything set up. And now a penalty kick coming up for the Pacers. So we have a stoppage in play. So a penalty kick has been rewarded to the Pacers. And at the 36-minute mark of the second half, we have a big opportunity for the Pacers to finally break this scoreless game. And it's going to be number 10, 5'4" junior midfielder, George Aguilar. That's going to go one-on-one with the Bishops goaltender. That's Coach Huber. Excuse me. North Carolina Wesleyan coach, went out there to check on one of his players that went down, but he's up and he's walking off, which is good to see. But a key moment right here, Aguilar, there's the kick, and it's blocked on the rebound. The Pacers score! Number 10, Jose Aguilar, with a William Peace Pacers goal! The Pacers are able to get on the board first. Off the rebound opportunity from number 10, George Aguilar's penalty kick. And the man himself was able to put it back in for the second chance opportunity. And now the Pacers have a 1-0 lead in this ball game with 35-23 left to go. Bishops now trying to get on the attack. Send it down the near side towards the corner where it rolls out of bounds. And it'll stay with the Bishops. Play resumes. Bishops try to cross it in. Cannot do so. Now the Pacers are trying to get it out of their area. They kick it out. Leahy tried to control the ball at the midfield area. Couldn't do so. Bishops with it. Now the ball goes out of play. Number 10, George Aguilar. He's had a great effort all games so far, and where it matters most. After a foul was drawn inside the box, Aguilar not able to beat the goaltender on the initial penalty shot. But on the deflection, set up for a second chance opportunity. And the junior midfielder is able to pick up his first goal of the season to put the Pacers on the board here first in this contest. Bishop still in the possession. Now a stop of the clock. Injury stoppage there. Play gets ready to resume. And we'll follow along with the stoppage of play here as the William Peace University Pacers hold a 1-0 lead over the NC Wesleyan Battling Bishops. We'll take a break right here on the Pacers Sports Network. Play resumes off the free kick by the Pacers. Bishops keep it. Send it back to the defense. Now move the ball to the left side. Try to send the ball into the midfield area. Pacers come up with it, but give it right back to the Bishops. As now they'll send it in. As it's a 2v2 situation between the attackers and the defenders. And a header deflected out of bounds. And the Pacers will be rewarded a free kick. Warning given there by the official to a Bishop player for messing with Garbrandt. He was trying to set up the goal kick. One nothing your score here. Off a putback goal from number 10 Aguilar's penalty kick. As Aguilar was the one who was able to score off the deflection to give the Pacers the lead. There's a free kick. Pacers now trying to work it. Thrown awarded to the Pacers. Try to gain possession of it. They can. The ball goes back to the midfield area. Some miscommunication there by the two defenders. Bishops keep it though. There's a throw in. And right here in front of us, some extracurricular activity taking place between a Bishop and Pacer player. And then they'll follow up by asking each other what their plans are after the game, as now we have a stoppage in play. And a foul is going to be given. As I missed who the foul was given to. And it was a yellow card given. Against number 11, Archie Filater of the Pacers. And now it's set up for a Bishop free kick. There's the kick, and it goes over the goalpost. And now it's set up for an opportunity for the Pacers to get it right back off the goal kick coming up by Garbrandt. There's the kick. Pacers trying to control it at the midfield area. Another foul called. Filater prepares to kick it off. on the far side. The Bishops try to keep the ball in. Can't do so. Pacers will get it back. There's a throw in. Corona trying to sell it now. So he'll be taken down. And there'll be another throw in coming up for the Pacers. And we'll take a pause here as we have a stoppage in play. As you're watching William Peace University men's soccer right here on the Pacers Sports Network. Play resumes here. That's now a goal kick coming up here. As we'll have a substitution here. As over here, number 6, Caleb Bullock, the freshman, coming in for his freshman teammate, number 2, Donnie Leahy. There's the kick. Trying to gain possession now in the midfield area. And it's going to fall to the Pacers. Who are just going to kick it out. Now the Pacers defense trying to send it out of their zone. As they try to switch fields. But that allows the Bishops to come up with it on the deflection. And they'll throw it in right at the center field mark. Well, they'll keep possession. Now the Bishops will keep control. Moving into the attacking area. They'll try to switch fields. The deflection's made there by the Pacers defense. They'll now try to set back up the opposite side. Bullock now, one-on-one situation going down the left side. He's still on his feet, still going. He's all alone. He has a chance to cross it. He'll drop it back out. Now they'll try to send it into the box. They can't do it. Philiter fighting for it. He goes down. Foul going against Westland. Who have been racking up all the calls against them in this contest. I'm sure Kurt Cheever and the Pacers aren't going to complain about that. As the Pacers prepare to make another sub here. That's will be number 9, junior midfielder Sammy Suazo. Preparing to check in for the Pacers. Philiter gets ready for the free kick. He'll try to just loft it into the box. Pacers keep possession. Philiter goes down again. And another foul being called, and now a yellow card is going to be given against the Bishops. So the officials will talk things over.
Who is the yellow on? For white? Thank you. And then type in yellow card
And that yellow card's going to go against number 4, Fringulula of the Bishops. And that's going to set up for a Pacer free kick. Coming up from Filater, and he just sends it to the left far side of the goal. Now the Bishops are going to try to speed things up on this goal kick, but not before a substitution can be made. And now number 9, Swaza, will come in for Corona. There's the goal kick from the Bishops. Torchillo sending it back into play. Pacers resume their offensive play. That's now Miller and a Bishop player were battling for it on the far side right at the center field mark, and a foul ends up being called once again against Westland. Possession will remain with the Pacers. Free kick that's tried to be sent into the box but cannot do so. Now the other side, Pacers defense send it out of their zone. Now the two teams are trying to gain possession right here in front of us. And now a foul is going to be called against William Peace. Foul's going to go against number 14, Reed Taylor. So Bishops will now have it. They switch fields. On the far side now, they pass it back to the defender. He'll pass it back to the goalkeeper. He'll send it back to midfield. Will come down and Bishops will have it, and they'll try to send it down into the Pacers zone. But the Pacers defense sends it back out to the midfield area. Now the Bishops trying to work through space. Another foul called. Going to go against William Peace. Here at the 25-minute mark. As the rain has resumed once again, but it's a light drizzle. The temperature has not changed whatsoever at all, as it is still brisk out here. Bullock with it. And the Bishops defense will try to sit it back down. But the Pacers defense responds as they clear it out. Now the Pacers trying to gain possession at the midfield area. Suazo sent it to Miller. Miller just couldn't hang on to it. That ball rolls out of the play. And now a substitution coming up for the Bishops. So it'll be number 16, freshman midfielder, Simon Nillo. Checking in for the Bishops as they have possession. Ball rolls out of bounds off a deflection. It's going to go to Peace. Bullock off the chest. Sets it up for Aguilar, who has the one goal in tonight's contest. He was able to put it in off a second chance opportunity from his own penalty kick. And now the Bishops try to set it back up.
I don't know how much relevancy it has to
Now the Bishops trying to go on the attack. Pacer defense just sends it out. On the far side across from us. And it will be a Bishop throw-in. LeVar Brandt. Kicks it out. Or falls right in the midfield. It'll be sent back into the Pacer zone. And they'll just kick it out of bounds as they prepare to reset on defense. As now a shot's taken there by the Bishops. And it goes out of play on the left side. As now number 25, Didi San Luis, checks back in for your Pacers. As Reed Taylor will check out. With 22 minutes left to play here in this contest. San Luis putting a body on the Bishops defender. Bishops will come up with it though, as they'll set it up at midfield. They'll pass all to the right side. They'll pass it back at midfield. Now trying to send it through. Trying to get into the box. Try to cross it in. Good deflection there. As the Pacers deep in their zone. Try to gain control. They'll push it back out to the midfield where Bullock will have it. Bullock, nice touch there. Bishops will bring it right back up. But Bullock there. Nice move there. But instead, a foul is going to be given against Bullock. The 20-minute mark. Bishops will have it. Off a free kick. As now they'll try to send it in. Can't get nothing. And now a foul going against Westland this time. 20:55 left to go here. North Carolina Westland Ballon Bishops coming to this contest to defending USA South Conference champions. But they chill here late in this half by a score of 1-0 off a Aguilar second chance opportunity putback goal from his own penalty kick. And the Pacers prepare to set up on the free kick. Coach Huber in his 4th season at the helm for your Pacers men's soccer team. He's assisted by Coach Ozzie Peralta in his 4th season, and Christian Ortiz in his 2nd season, as the official asked for a time change in this contest. So we got the clock management figured out as we prepare to resume play. Filater getting ready to kick it off for the Pacers. They'll send it into the Bishop zone. They'll try to head it out. And they can't keep possession on the far sideline. So it'll come right back to the Pacers. So the Pacers prepare for a throw in here.
If it doesn't save right or something, I'm just.
Not a lot of time remaining in this half
There's no problem at all.
as the Pacers are looking to put an exclamation point
Maybe
in this
if
contest.
I close, I can copy and paste it,
The
but
Bishops hoping
I'm not too worried.
to tie this up
And it saved all my other
and
grades
force a
for
draw.
so long, so. I mean, you shouldn't delete it for any reason. How was she?
But possessions remaining with the Pacers. As all a throw in from Miller to Billiter will occur. Miller trying to bring the ball back towards the midfield side or the midfield area. But he has his effort knocked out of bounds.
No, exactly. That's why I'm using that heat vent right there for my hands. It's helping a little bit. I'll just stick my hand next to it. Right on the side here. Go down a little bit. There you go. It helps out a lot.
Bishop's trying to gain possession. Trying to get the ball into the Pacers zone. But the Pacers will send it back out. Now the possession trying to take place between both teams in the midfield area where it goes out of bounds. And it's going to go back to the Pacers. Throw into Bishop's trying to send it down to the Pacers zone. Pacers defenders are right there though to send it back out. Now it looks like the Pacers are just going to stick with a defensive style of play to try and close this one out. But they have to fight off the Bishops who have possession and will switch field right here in front of us. Pacers now trying to call some pressure as it was Sam Luis trying to come up with a deflection. But the Bishops keep it, but they give it to a Pacer defender and he'll send it back out. The Bishops will bring the ball right back down. We go back to trying to set up an attack. Pass it back over to the right side. They'll cut back towards the middle, now working back to the left. They'll pass it through to a man on the far side. He'll try to get inside the box, which he does. But a great job by the Pacer defense to send it right back out, but it stays with the Bishops, and a kick is made. Shot attempt taken by NC Wesleyan, but it goes wide to the left side. 16:50 remaining here in this half. Off the goal kick by Garbrandt. Bishops keep control. They'll send it through the middle. Pacers defense will take a stab at it. And they come up with it. Now the Pacers offense just trying to set things up. Miller sends it down the right side line where Bullock's there trying to apply pressure, but he can't come up with it. Bishop's keeping in play, and they'll reset. Now moving the ball over towards the left side of the field. They'll send it in. Pacer defender's not able to get to it, and Garbrandt comes out of the goalie box where he'll just fall on top of it to stop any hopes of the Bishops scoring a goal to try and tie this one up for now. Kick by Garbrandt. Ball comes right down the midfield area where the Bishops keep control of it. And now on the far side of the pitch, Bishop player goes down. Foul is made and stoppage of the clock would take place as well. as Leahy starts warming up, along with Lopez, as they get ready to check back into this game. Bishop tried to send it into the box. They can't do it. Sam Luis comes up with it for the Pacers. Sam Luis going against two defenders. They get in front of the ball. Sam Luis still trying to come up behind them. The Bishops will turn around and send it back, but the Pacers are able to get it right back. And from behind, a Pacer is taken down. That'll allow for possession to remain with the Pacers, as now Leahy and Lopez will check back in for Bullock. And Suazo. Ball going deep, back into the Bishop zone. Where now a foul is going to be called against the Pacers. Number 38, Zalo will check in for number 22, Menzo of the Bishops. Play resumes. Ball goes out of play. Don't stay with the Pacers, who now have a chance for the first time in a while to set up for an attack position. The Bishops will get defending as a foul is called against the Pacers. They'll give it right back to the Bishops. San Luis trying to put pressure on the Bishop player, but the Bishops get it back into the Pacer zone. Bishops close in front of us, trying to work it. Now the Pacers defense will just lay it all to Garbrandt. He'll throw it in to the right of him. And the Pacers taken down right in front of his side. Foul going against the Bishops. And we're going to take a... I thought we were getting ready to take a stoppage of play. But play will get ready to resume here as your WPU Pacers control a 1-0 lead over the NC Westland Battling Bishops in their conference and regular season opener. The Pacers this past Tuesday playing a scrimmage against Shaw University, where that contest finished in a 2-2 draw. But tonight, in their season and conference opener, they currently have a 1-0 lead over the defending USA South Conference champions. They just have to fend off the Bishops a little longer, who have the ball right here and try to set up an attack. They pass over to the right side of the field right in front of us. Bishop player can't control his footing, but the Bishops control the possession. Now the Pacers defense send it back downfield. Sam Luis trying to bring the ball down. Failed to do so. Bishops take back control at the midfield area. Pass over to the left side. They'll now bring it back inside the center circle. Now they'll pass it all to the left side, right along the out-of-bounds perimeter, as they'll try to set up an opportunity to maybe cross the ball, which is what they went for, but was deflected out by a Pacer defenseman. And now that'll set up a North Carolina Westland corner kick. Both teams giving a lot of corner kicks in tonight's contest. Neither team's been able to take advantage. Bishops can't do it once again, but the Pacers defense still can't get it out. And now finally a foul is called. And that'll allow for a free kick to be awarded to the Pacers. Close to the 10-minute mark in this contest. There's the kick. Ball comes out in the midfield area. Bishops keep it. They're now in the Pacers zone. Nice go-through pass. They'll put it back into the box. Pacer defender can't gain possession, as there's a Bishop player trying to sneak a shot attempt in there but failed to do so. And now on the left side of the box, the Bishop player will go down. As number 3, Josiah Corona, gets ready to check back into this contest. Freshman defender from right here in Raleigh. And the Bishops prepare for the free kick, just a little bit on the left side of the box. They fake the kick. And now on the second chance opportunity, Garbrandt just has to put his hands up to stop it. It'll go to the right side. Leahy tries to take control of it. He can't hold on to it. Or excuse me, the Bishops can't hold on to it. And now the Pacers will get a throw in. As San Luis will check out. Corona will check back in. Bishops get it off the throw in. We'll pass it back. Pacers off the throw in. Ball goes out of play. Bishops will get it. They'll switch fields, coming back over to the right side. Now trying to set something up. And now try to move the ball down the out of bounds line, going towards the right corner. Now they try to bring it back in. And a Westland player is taking off his feet as he tried to enter the box. And a foul coming up against the Pacers. With 8:12 remaining in this contest. And now this is going to set up for a dangerous opportunity for the Bishops to try and tie this ball game up. As this free kick's going to be taken right on the edge of the right side box. And a yellow card was actually given against a Pacer. And it goes against number 8, Jose Garcia. Big opportunity coming up for the Bishops, as the Pacers defense is going to have to hold tight here to clear this ball out. Free kick coming up.
Yes, yes.
And good contact made there to curb that in. But he gives it right into the hands of Garbrandt, who will save that. And now try to run some time off the clock. The midfield area. Another foul called against Aguilar. Bishops keep it. Good deflection there by the Pacer defender, putting his body on the line there to send that ball out. Now the Pacers are able to come up with it as they'll send it back out of their zone. Torchillo will pass it back out to his Bishop teammates, but the Pacers will send it right back to him. Now he kicks to the right side, where a Pacer defender is there to send it out of the zone. It's that way he tries to apply some pressure. Bishop still with it. Can't control it. Good move there. Now the Pacers trying to set something up, but a great tackle there by the Bishop defender to stop any momentum on that Pacer attack, but a throw is going to stay with the Pacers. Now the Pacers will give it right back to the Bishops. Phillipser will head it right back out. Another throw in coming up for the Bishops. Aguilar trying to come over the ball. But the Pacers defense sending it back out of the zone. Ball goes out of the play right in front of us. The Pacers are going to get another throw with 5:38 left to go. Bishops with it. Trying to reset. They send it into the midfield area where the Pacers cause some disruption. And now they'll pass it over to the right side from the midfield area. Bishops will try to keep it, but the Pacers gain possession. As Aguilar will come off his foot. Off his feet, I should say. No call given. By the official. Bishops will keep it in. As they're trying to work around this Pacer defense that's just trying to hold steady here in these last remaining minutes. As the Pacers prepare for another substitution. As they'll kick it out. Bishop will throw it back into their zone. The defender will send it back to the left side. They'll bring it in. They'll try to put the ball inside the box. The deflection is made, but the Bishops keep control of it. And now on the far side towards the corner, actually towards the goal line, out of bounds mark. Foul is called against the Bishops. With 3:55 left to go here in this contest. Pacers defense is trying to hold their own here late in this contest to get a massive win in their first conference opener against the defending conference champs. But this NC Wesleyan Bishop team has had good opportunities all night long. And you just got to hope for Coach Huber, the Pacers, they don't get lucky on one of these last little possessions. Pacers have it. Trying to set up an attack. Phillipser will go down. No call. Play goes on. Aguilar trying to be an issue. He is. He tries to get possession of the ball. He'll go down, no call. Bishops will regain control right at the midfield area. They'll send it all towards the left side, just along the out-of-bounds marker. 1-on-1. The attacker and the defender. Ball goes out. As we were closing in, as the Bishops try to send it in to the box. They can't. Clock will stop. And now Donnie Leahy will check out. Caleb Bullock will check back in. Most likely the last substitution for either team in this contest. As now this Pacers team is going to look to just park the bus in a sense. And just play some heavy defense here to close this out. As a free kick is being awaited to be taken. Only about 2 more minutes remain in this contest. Free kick taken right at the goalie box line. We'll go right back to the Bishops, and they're just going to send a pass into the box. The Pacers now try to get it out. Now it's going to roll out towards the left side. The Bishops don't have a lot more opportunities to get some shots off in this game. Another free kick for the Pacers. Ball goes out of bounds. About 1:25 left to go here in this contest. You gotta give major credit to these two teams, no matter who comes up with a win, for coming out here and battling in these conditions. As it certainly has not been a very pretty game as far as conditions, but the action on the field
1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
has stayed at a high level as we're now under the 1 minute mark. And prepare to see an all-out attack coming from the Bishops as they have an opportunity for a throw-in. Or excuse me, the Pacers have a throw-in on the left side of the field. They'll throw it in, it'll just go over the head of the intended target. Bishops will try to keep it and put it into the box. They can't, and now the Pacers finally come up with an opportunity. Or actually, they're going to lay off and just get back on defense. Bishops now trying to set something up from the left side, outside of the box.
Corner, NCWC.
Ball goes out, and a corner coming up.
9, 8,
And now the
7,
Bishops
6,
try to set up the
5,
corner here.
4, 3,
Last scoring opportunity coming up,
1,
and it's a shank,
0.
and that does it. As your William Peace University Pacers in their season and conference opener defeat the defending USA South Conference champions from last year to move to 1-0 for the season. Your final here, 1-0 in favor of the Pacers. Well, it certainly wasn't a pretty one as far as field position or field conditions went. But as far as the contest, it was neck and neck the entire first half. And then a putback opportunity by Jose Aguilar on his own penalty kick attempt was able to give the Pacers their only one goal in this contest. Or excuse me, George Aguilar with the lone goal in tonight's contest, and because of it, your William Peace University Pacers are able to upset the defending USA South Conference champions and move to 1-0 overall for the season. Your final score from Wake Med Soccer Park here in Cary. Your William Peace University Pacers 1, North Carolina Wesleyan Battling Bishops 0. Thank you guys for joining us. Graham Hill and the Cole. Good night, stay safe, stay warm, and thank you for joining us on the Pacers Sports Network.